All right, lesson 1 is about transformations and translations. Isometry is a transformation in which shape keeps its length. So examples of isometry, we have our translations, that's what this chapter is on, or this section. We have our reflections, that's the next section. And then rotations. That'll be the one after that. Oops. Rotations. The only one that does not in isometry is dilations, which we'll talk about later. A transformation is an operation that maps an original figure called the pre-image. So the pre-image is what you start with, and it makes a figure called the image. So pre-image before, image after. So over here on this one to the left, we have this triangle ABC is where we start. This guy right here. And the after image is this guy. And it's A prime, B prime, C prime. So the original won't have those, they're kind of like apostrophes, but the image will. A transformation can change the position. That's kind of like our reflection or our translations. It can change the orientation. That's kind of like our reflections. Or it can change the size. That's our dilations. All right. In our coordinates with our translations, we are going to do our slides. So translation is kind of like a slide. And what that means is you're just taking your pre-image, like this B, and sliding it to B prime. So you're not changing the size of it, not changing the shape of it. To represent that in our coordinates, we go x, y, every coordinate has x, y coordinates. And then we write this fancy notation x plus h, y plus k. And all it means is that the h is the horizontal shift. That's this way. That's where x goes. And the k is our vertical shift. And that's our up down, which is why it's with the y. Alright, so trace your image, your pre-image with these coordinates. So -6, -1. And that's going to be Q. And then -3, 1 is R. 1, -5 is S. And T is -2, -7. Okay, so this is our pre-image. And what we're going to do is we're going to add 5 to our x. So we're going to go to the right 5. We're going to add 7 to our y, so we're going to go up 7. Pluses go to the right and up, kind of like a number line. So move your R over 5 and up 7. So this is our new R. Okay, I'm not going to draw this line because it's going to get confusing, but you're just counting. That's all you're doing. So Q, Q prime, S prime, T prime. Oh, I totally missed that line. You'll notice it's still a rectangle even though I missed that one. So this is our image. Green, pre-image, blue, image. And then our coordinates, you can copy down from our graph. Another way to do this is to just take your points from your pre-image and do the math associated with it. What I mean by that is, like, take D for example. D is 7, negative 4. Well, 7 is my x, so I can take 7 minus 3. My y is negative 4. I can take negative 4 plus 8. And my new D prime should be 4, 4. So you can do the math version of it, or you can do the count it out version of it, I guess. So C prime 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 8, 7. E prime 4 minus 3 is 1. And then negative 6 plus 8 is 2. So that means that your image will be up here. So C prime, D prime, and E prime. So that's our image. The pre-image, where it started, is down here. D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I missed that one. So pre-image green, image red. It does say only label the image. So if you just want to do the math version, that works. I personally just like the math version because I know my answer is right that way. I mean, it's just adding and subtracting. But go ahead and do whatever you want. I'm just going to do the math version again here. So to find J prime, my x value is negative 4. And then my rule says to add 2 to that. My y is 7. The rule says to subtract 2 from that. So my new coordinate should be negative 2, 5. This should be going right. Negative should be going down. My k, 0, 8 should become 2, 6. My L, negative 1, 4 should become 1, 2. And my M, negative 5, 3 should become negative 3, 1. Okay, so graph it. There's J prime, L prime, K prime, and M prime. Again, if you wanted to start with your pre-image and just shift it, you can do that. We'll do that with this one. So it says my points are 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 0. Oops. This one isn't over enough. This was y and negative 1. So this is my image that I'm starting with. And then the minus 7 means I'm going to go to the left. And that y just means I'm not going to go up or down because it's like a y plus 0. So I'm just moving each point 7. So here's the new z. Here's the new w. New x. And new y. So this is your end and the red is your beginning. So you can just copy down those points, or what I would do is now I would do the math with this. Take your 1 minus 7, you get negative 6. That y7 stays. Here we get negative 1, 5, negative 3, 0, and negative 8, 2. So I would do the math with this stuff, and then check to make sure your coordinates are the same. That way you're doing like a double check. Lastly, we are rating rules. Super duper duper important. Remember, we have our x plus h, y plus k. Super important that you start with the non-apostrophe one. So our beginning one that we're starting with is the regular letters. Okay? So let's start, and then here's the finish. Other super important thing is you need to go from, like, let's for example, F to the other F. Okay, don't go from like F to E or anything like that. So we're gonna go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, right and 7 are both pluses, so our fancy notation XY becomes X plus 7, Y plus 4. This is the notation that you'll use. That's what your other rules look like. Here's starting with the green, ending with the red, and let's choose point P. So that's my starting point. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left and up 2. So 4 to the left, XY becomes X minus 4, then up 2, Y plus 2. Here we got our starting red. Oops, I messed those up, sorry. Start with red, end with green. So start at Y. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3. Over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to the left 4. So that's going to be minus. And then up. I'm sorry, down 3. Because we started here, ended here. So down 3. You can also go to negative 3, negative 4. That probably would help. Alright, start here, and end here. So let's go Q to Q. Here's my starting Q. 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down. So I went 1 to the right, so plus 1, and then down 7, so minus 7. Make sure you have that all filled out. Show the sub so that you can get your worksheet.